Good was Papa was cracking, percolating was really good. It's man Theo Butler. We back. We in here live. 12 o'clock Sunday. Yeah. What's going on? Man, I hope y'all Sunday is getting off to it's Super Bowl Sunday. First day of the week. If that's how you do it, first day of the week. Super Bowl Sunday. Shout out to my brother D Real. His Kansas City Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, and they are going up against, well, my daughter, her mother is a huge San Francisco 49er fan. So this is the day I just touched my nose and just tap all the way out of it. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I'm just going to be an innocent bystander, and because my Steelers are not playing in the Super Bowl, so we still got 6 though. We still got 6 though. We ain't been back in a minute, but we still got 6. But other than that though, today's video, I don't know if y'all see the title. I hope y'all do. This video today, we'll make sure, because we're gonna make sure people get their props. That's the thing. We got to make sure people get their props, because I was practicing cognitive dissonance on this one. And y'all know, like, Theo, you was I was practicing cognitive dissonance on this one. So I want to make sure I give credit where credit is due. And I want to start off by saying thank you so much to Shinobu19. Yes, a member of the Rock With Me Nation, came in yesterday after we did our live, and they spoke about Ta-Nehisi Coates. Y'all know how we do our thing over here. We pride ourselves on being accurate. It ain't about being right. It ain't about being wrong. What's going on, Jerens? What's going on? I got the Colts Black Panther on the bus. I liked every part of his run. Ooh. Then you gonna love what Shinobi said. So you've been rocking with me like I've been rocking with you like you've been rocking with me. You're a Black Panther fan, member, recast the Charlotte Council of Wakanda and everything like that on Twitter, whatever. Colts got 50 issues, and we know, by and large, I'm a fan. I talk about the Intergalactic Empire of Wakanda a lot. I do. A lot of people like that. But then there's a how can I put this? A constant theme in regards to Colts run. People don't like how it started off. And I never said anything. Like, I never said yay or nay. I agreed with it or didn't agree with it. I never said anything. And I'm sitting there like, yo, why you never said anything? And I got to ask myself this question after what Shinobu sent me last night. Oh, respond to a video. He said, appreciate the channel. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I definitely. And stuff like this, I love this type of feedback, because it's one of the things. Rock with me nation. Rock with those that's rocking with you. We cycle information. We talk to one another. I would like to think that everybody in this group is able to just sit back, push from the table, and say, wait a minute, okay, let me think about it, as opposed to just jump and dive off into feelings. And so he came, this is what he said, because why paraphrase when I can quote him right? I appreciate this channel. Another good live. We got to put more respect on Colts run, even in the first 25 issues, which people say weren't as good. Let's take a look at what he gave us. Now, before I continue, we got Jerens in the building. So I want to make sure we got him out here and everything like that. Folks know he rocking with us. He says, Griot Shorty. You know, I actually got that comic book. That's why I was shocked. I was like, Theo, you never said nothing. I'm like, I did. Like, I should have came to Coach defense. I came on the last 25 issue, but I never, Mr. Coach, I'm apologizing to you, because low-key I should have said something, because I'm literally sitting here right now and I'm looking at issues 7, 8, and 9. Issue 9 is the reason why issue 9 is the reason why I did her. I didn't post it. I didn't took photos with this action figure, Griot Shorty, and T'Challa in front of issue 9. Y'all seen it. Posed like the artwork. So how did I miss that? I wasn't the only one. I was not the only one. If you like Griot Shorty and you never mentioned, you never said anything about that being in Ta-Nehisi Coates' run, you missed it too. Griot Shorty, that's Coates. She came out as a time when the MCU introduced Kid Genius Shorty. I think Marvel recognized that Kid Genius Shorty is more marketable, so they've downplayed Griot Shorty. Nonetheless, Griot Shorty is more organic and true to the Black Panther universe and to African culture in general. She's a griot. That's how we keep history. He not lying. he not lying. Like, we got Juju in the building. Coates' hate is unwarranted. He also gave us Rise of the Black Fellow Devil Dog, Oorah Devil Dog, Simplify Juju. So, because I've read comments, and that's the thing. We have to be honest. I can't be disingenuous. I can't participate in that and everything. If you on social media, you see the comments. You see the comments. I see the comments and everything like that. You either participating in the comments or you just watching the comments from afar. But you see the same comments I see. Second thing, and we've talked about this. I really want to say we talked about this the past few days, past few lives. T'Challa's ability. Soul tracking. Coates brought this back to the fore. This is some good coffee. Number 3, why T'Challa joined the Avengers. Way back in Priest's run, Christopher Priest, it was revealed that T'Challa joined them to spy and gauge their capabilities. Make sure I do this right here. Gauge their capabilities. Coates provided greater context to this by saying that he was a king by duty, but a scientist at heart, and that he joined the Avengers to spy, but his main motivation was his desire to know. That provides another layer to who T'Challa is. Ooh, that's some good coffee. There's some good coffee. Number 4, he brought T'Challa and Storm back together in a believable way. There's some good coffee. Ooh, good God Almighty. Number 5, he had T'Challa regularly speaking at a table to the Panthers before King of the Dead powers. He sounds like he's a student of the game, don't he? Pun intended. Number 6. Also, he introduced a new villain who controls emotions and merged with Bast in the Empire. He did. He did. I forgot her name, Zinzi, at the moment, but next time Bast shows up, she better look like her new avatar. Never got that in release. All this Coates gave us in the first 25, besides the merger of Bast and her new avatar. No lies detected. So then it got me to asking a question. Because I believe in what we believe in: equal energy, accuracy, not right or wrong. What did you just say? Wait, what did you just say, Juju? Oh Lord, issue 8 is a thing of beauty. Well, y'all see it. I ain't got to do that. Y'all see them issues right now. I ain't got to do that. I ain't got to sway the camera. They've been on display in every video I done did. So I feel real bad that I never said nothing. I feel, oh, Theo, you wrong, Theo. You wrong, Theo. Like, and can I just, you know what? When you done did the work, you ain't got to say nothing. Because I low-key started asking, why this dude never said nothing? He ain't got to. He ain't got to open up his mouth. He don't. He really don't. He good. He good. He good. Anybody got to say nothing to him? He good. So I want to make sure I keep up with these notes. Let me see here. Let me see. Mad Chocolate Gaming. I wasn't a fan of Coach Run, but I feel I owe him an apology since he who shall not be named is. That's fair. That's fair. That's it's one of the things you think the grass greener till you get over there on the other side, or you never miss your water till your well run dry. Yeah, all that. Yeah. You probably ain't by yourself either. So, but he didn't lie. That was the whole thing. I'm like, he didn't lie not one time. Let me make sure Mad Chocolate Game and get up here and everything. And let me make sure I got these notes because I want to make sure I'm doing right by y'all. Y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but y'all right here. So thank y'all so much. We got Ronnie J in the building too. What's going on, Ronnie? What's going on? So if I had to sit back, right now, this just being fair. This just being fair because I think, as someone alluded to last night, I really only got one bad writer when it comes to Black Panther. But now, if I sat back and I looked at Coach Run, and I just asking us to sit back, purely rhetorical. This ain't this discussion where it's a right or wrong answer and everything. This is a more of a self-reflective episode of I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying. Just being honest with yourself. So me, I'm gonna say me. If I had to sit back and think about my complaints, my concerns in regards to Coach Run, they just not specific to Coach. Me, I'm talking about me. I'm not talking about anybody else. If I think about the concerns that I had with Coach Run, the things that I didn't necessarily care for in Coach Run, well, those were the same things I didn't care for in Mayberry's Run. Those were the same things that I didn't care for in Hutland's Run. And those were the same things I didn't care for in Priest Run. And more than likely, those are probably the same things I did not care for in Don McGregor's Run. Because we've always seen it. We low key, while it's gonna have a different feel to it, it's almost looking like we're gonna have some of the stuff that I didn't necessarily like with those other writers show up in Mr. Brian Hill's run. Does that mean I'm not gonna like Mr. Brian Hill's run? No, that is not what that does not mean that. To the contrary, it means the opposite of that, because those writers whose names I mentioned, I enjoyed their runs. Overall, by and large, I enjoyed their runs. That's me though. That's me. That's me though. But I do want it to be where we can Black Panther fans. We Black Panther fans. Ronnie in the building. Kosa E gave us Ndozi, Kivuma. I like that. I like that, James. Thank you so much for that. As Black Panther fans, one of the things we should pride ourselves on is being logical. As Black Panther fans, that's one of the things we should pride ourselves on is being logical, not necessarily giving into emotion. Emotion should be something we use, not that uses us. We shouldn't be necessarily prone to move towards feelings. Think about the character that we say we fans of. I would say the same thing. We were Batman fans. Not prone to move towards, we're not prone to be moved by emotion. Okay, well, not being moved by emotion. Having been doing this, I've been doing this for 5 years. Having been doing this for 5 years, I feel very comfortable in saying, making this statement, that way too many of us as Black Panther fans go off of what we've heard and not what we've seen or read with our own 2 eyes. That's my take on it. That's my take on it, and based on way folks talking, I don't think that's wrong. So if I know that's that, then what's the likelihood? Watch where I go with this one. What's the likelihood if people can regurgitate nonsense in regards to Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, the nonsense in regards to he died in the comics? Stay right there. Remember the nonsense in regards to he died that folks kept saying he died in the comic, and you be like, what comic? He died in the comics for sure to become Black Panther. When? Well, quite a few of us went off of what somebody told us. Not what we read. We went off of what somebody told us. Well, damn. If we know that to be true in regards to Deadliest of the Species, Power, Doom War, why it can't be true in regards to Coach Run? Why it can't be you have people that did not like, and honestly, I don't know when you checked out. I don't know, because if you tell me you don't know nothing about Griot Shorty, and you don't have a healthy respect for Griot Shorty, she showed up in issue 9. T'Challa went to go get her back in issue 8. If I'm not mistaken, that was one of the things he was talking about when Coach took over the comic. I gotta bring Shuri back. So you mean to tell me you didn't stick around to see him bring her back? Or you didn't care that he brought her back, nor that he had Manifold in that comic? Because he did. Manifold. That's telling. That's telling, because quite a few people, even as of today, don't like his first 25 issues. 25 issues. 25. You a Shorty fan? It makes no sense to me. If T'Challa was talking about bringing her back in the very first issue of Colt's Run, and you a Shorty fan, and you chalked up the deuces, there's some inconsistency there. I opened up this video, I said, man, I gotta apologize, because I practice cognitive dissonance my damn self. I'd never challenged that, and I should have. You checked out a Colts Run when? Cause me, you should have at least been there to issue 10. Even 15 issues left after that. And honestly, me, you a Shuri fan, you shouldn't have checked out at all. At all. If you got complaints about what he did, he wasn't the only one that did it. The dude that came before him did it. The dude that came before that dude did it. And the dude that came before that dude did it. And the folks that came before that dude did it. So your complaints should have been consistent. But Shinobi ain't wrong. What's going on? Come on. checked out what it is, what I always wonder. Listen, this is some good coffee. Afro, what's going on, big time? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? You are a hardworking guy. How many streams do you do? If I feel like a topic needs to be talked about, I don't want to say. I do know YouTube looks for certain things, so I try and do at least one live a day. I know the comic book content, which is crazy, because the comic book reviews, they don't generate the same numbers that the lives do. And I'm honored because clearly y'all see me a certain type of way. So I'm gonna keep grinding, keep doing what I do. But 1 to 2 lives a day, might be 3, just depending on what I feel, rightfully, wrongfully so, is needed to move the needle in regards to the channel, needed to move the needle in regards to Black Panther fandom, needed to move the needle in regards to Black representation and Black imagery. So that's always where my mind is. As I tell my wife, before I go to bed at night, I'm thinking about the next day, what moves the channel, action figure wise, things of that nature. So at the very least one. At the very least one. Great question. At the very least one. So and today Shinobi hit me up last night. Well, didn't hit me up directly, but had commented on one of the videos that I did. And I was like, raising some very valid points. Like, I don't know why I never, but that's the whole, I love the Rock With Me Nation, because I don't know everything. And I'm not going to conduct myself. I know some stuff, and that's what I will say. I know some stuff. I care about some stuff. I will leave it right there. I got a platform to talk about it, so I use it. I keep it right there. But I rely on the Rock With Me Nation. I rely on the Rock With Me Nation. So when he hit me up, when he dropped that comment, I was like, he didn't lie. I'm slowly reading all your reviews of the Dr. Eve Urine run. I will decide if I get the trade after watching. Hey, that's fair. That is absolutely fair. Hopefully what I give you will allow you to make a wise decision. That's the best way I can say it, make a wise decision. Because I ain't never trying to tell nobody to spend their money necessarily. But yeah, so I was like, wow. And I'm saying to myself, say, Theo, you did read Ta-Nehisi Coates' run, right? Yeah. Well, what didn't you like about it? Okay, well, there were some things that I didn't like about it, but those things are always consistent throughout whoever wrote it. I liked some stuff that Roxane Gay wrote. I did. But the stuff that I didn't like about Roxane Gay's writing, that wasn't just to her. They all write like that. And I was like, okay, well, I guess that's what we're doing. But by and large, I like World of Wakanda. I was in my feelings when they canceled it. I get my juices excited and everything like that. So yeah, Coates also gave us Black Panther and the Crew. That's why I said I did not understand why I never said anything. I got Black Panther and the Crew. That's the sad part about, like, I don't have an entire series, comic book shop, but I don't want to act like that. Like, I don't want to act like that. And clearly I got the Crew right there. Clearly there was an inspiration for that. Oh, well. And that comic right there has it. I don't want to. I got to excuse them do it. I'm gonna break it down. You didn't like the first issue? Wait, number 7? Like, I got questions now. You checked out when? No. When did you check out? I got questions, and it's not to. I just like I said, truly reflective, be reflective, ask yourself a question. When did you check out? And hindsight being 2020, do you feel like that was the right move? Like, and you know what? If I had to sit back and think about it, if you checked out a coast run, I know why you did. Wasn't fair to coach though. You checked out a coach run. I know why you did. That wasn't fair to coach. You checked out a coach run because you was tired of seeing certain stuff pop up over and over and over and over again, and you punish coach for it. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. You punish coach for it. Something you didn't necessarily care for. You got tired of seeing it as a Black Panther writer, and instead of compartmentalizing, you checked out. Because I'm going back and I'm looking, and I know I didn't check. I know. Like I said, I don't know how I did it. I don't know why I never came to this dude's defense. But when? If you checked out when? And it's not a right or wrong answer. I'm just trying to see, because we're supposed to be logical as Black Panther fans. When did you check out? So checked out of what I always wanted to check out of what is what I always wanted. Yeah, like that's the thing. I just want to know when because I get it. There are certain tropes we just don't like, but I think those tropes have been consistent. Of course, John really put a whole new twist on. We just gonna go left. Like he went so far left he couldn't get right. That's him. But aside from that, I don't know what to tell y'all. I'm trying. I'm trying, but I want to figure it out. I want to figure it out, like when. Really made it disrespectful. He did. He absolutely did. He did. He made it disrespectful. Let me see here. Got to sign into my Marvel Ultimate Unlimited, because I'm trying to see something. Like I don't be wanting to be that person. Be wanting to be something. Hold on, like Theo, what you doing? Well, hey. Get this thing going on. Marvel Unlimited here. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to make sure, because I don't want to tell y'all nothing wrong. I'm trying to make sure, because like I said, I'm trying to figure out when we checked out. I'm still trying to figure that out, because I don't know why. I don't know why. I'm trying. Give me 1 second here. 1, 2. Oh yeah, we back in here. We back in here. Let me skip this part right here. Let me get onto my library. Hold on. Let me get onto my library, because I'm just trying to. No. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me get to. Let me get the Colts run real quick. Y'all know Marvel Unlimited. That's my best friend. The Colts. Okay, there's the Colts. Get the other Black Panther. There we go. 25 issues. See what we got going on. Let me view full series. We're gonna go to view. So we got the first issue, and people say issue number 1 is always the highest selling issue. So you bought issue number 1. Okay. Issue number 2. We got the Midnight Angels. Enter the Midnight Angels. 2 mysterious women leading the citizen revolt against the current regime of Wakanda. Challenging not only T'Challa's politics, but that might have been in issue 2. Issue 2. I don't think Coates is as smart or knowledgeable on West African culture as he thinks he is. Most pre-colonial West African nations had strong democratic elements. That's fair. That's fair. I'm going to probably state that there's some ignorance there that might have some more education might have been served, or just stay out of the political arena and write that dude as a king and a superhero. Stop trying to stop trying to start stuff. He's a superhero who happens to be a king of an African nation. Just write that. You don't know nothing about politics? Stay out of that. Stay in your lane. Hey, Mr. Steele, I have to catch up with you on the Black Panther on comic book collection because I do not own any of the Coast Run or Black. Listen, Ronnie, don't worry about stuff like that. Spend your money wisely. See, I'm never gonna tell somebody go back and buy this, buy that. No, you either want it or you don't. It has nothing to do with you reading it. You can read it and retain the knowledge reading it online. Marvel Unlimited, and honestly, to me, that's cheaper than you going to the comic book store, unless that's just something that you want to do. But I always encourage my brothers and sisters to do right by their coins. I'm gonna say that, do right by their coins. But yeah, so we got that. That's issue 2. You checked out issue 2. Issue 3, we see the Midnight Angels on the cover in their blue armor. I'm not knowing when you checked out. Issue 4, Zenze, new character, makes her appearance. Issue 5, Manifold shows up in the Manifold, issue 5. Issue 6, we got the Midnight Angels. I'm not knowing. I'm not knowing when did you leave? When did you leave? Okay, issue 7, we got T'Challa, the crew. That's issue 7. That's issue 8. That's issue 9. So when did you leave? I don't, because if you left before, you missed some stuff, and you not go. If you left before issue 7, and you say something about they need more Black superheroes in Wakanda, I'm gonna look at you sideways. I'm like, so you missed the crew. If you checked out before issue 7 and you say somebody, man, remember when T'Challa had the crew? I'm like, how you know? 2 plus 2 ain't really adding up to be 4. I'm trying to get it there though. Okay, well then let me see. You got issue 10, then you got Zenzi and the People. So after issue 10, issue 11, issue 12, I'm thinking maybe be after issue 9. I think that probably what wound up happening. I read them, then buy them omnibus or trade paperback. Got you. Come on, your kid. Figures last longer than comic books. Paper degrades over time. That part. That part. If I had the comic, I had it. If I ain't got it, I can't tell you I'm necessarily pressed to get it because I got the knowledge from it. That's what I'm gonna tell you. A king was directly responsible to keeping his people happy because the people had a right to leave and migrate elsewhere, unlike a European state. Pre-colonial Black Africa by Sheikh Anta Diop. I'm hoping I pronounced that right. If I didn't, Afro, please set me straight. That's one of those things when I feel like if I was going to write, and I wouldn't feel like I was the person for it, but if somebody hired me to write a comic about a LGBTQ superhero, oh, I gotta be talking to somebody from the LGBT because I'm not that, and I don't want to get the hero wrong due to ignorance. I'm not gonna be stupid with the hero, but I definitely don't want to get the hero wrong due to ignorance. So I gotta go talk to somebody. So to your point, what I would say is that if you gonna write a Black Panther comic book and you trying to do something with politics and everything like that, and you know that ain't your forte, you better talk to somebody in Africa about politics. So I'm with you. I'm with you. So definitely. So what's the purpose for this video? Not going to necessarily be long, but I think we do need to revisit based on what we know, and it ain't like he lied. it ain't like he lied and ain't nobody really disagreed with what I said. I think we do need to revisit Coach Run. And I don't want to say necessarily compare it to John Ridley. I just standing on his own merit. Think about what you're bothered by in his run. I would challenge you that what you didn't like in his run, you didn't like in anybody else's run. So that's a constant complaint, which is fair. But I will also challenge you to look at some other stuff. Let's go back through this, shall we? Because I want to make sure. Griot Shorty. Griot Shorty. I know a lot of people talked about, I know I had a problem with the AI in Black Panther 2 being called Griot. I understand the significance of us being oral historians in our culture. I do. I don't know why. Never mind. But Griot Shorty, he didn't even get to issue 10, or he did that. Okay. Soul Tracking. Why T'Challa joined the Avengers. He did bring T'Challa and Aurora back together. He did. Crazy how he did it. It was nice though. Because I know I talked about, you remember when Aurora told old girl, make sure my man make it back safe? And old girl like, you think I can take your place? Honey, no. No, sweetie. No. You could never do for him what I could do for him. Just get him home. Make sure his mind stay focused. That was in Coach Run. It was. He did have T'Challa regularly speaking to the past Panthers. He did. Y'all know there's some good coffee. Come on, yo. We got to hurry up and get this sponsorship deal. Look, they need to get me. Hey, here we go. International Delight. Y'all see me with the purple shirt on? I do. When I'm talking to T'Challa, Black Panther, this what I got on, purple. International Delight. We drink coffee in Wakanda. We do. We drink coffee in Wakanda. You don't want to hook us up with a creamer? You don't want to talk to Marvel? There's a lot of people that look like me drink coffee. There's a lot of Black Panther fans out there too. He also introduced a new villain, which, of course, we don't see her. Of course. Why should we? And if you forgot about Zenze, I get it. It ain't your fault. She showed up in Coach Run. She did. She is the new Avatar Bass, though. She is. You did not Coach Run. And I want to make a correction. T'Challa's first appearance as King of Wakanda was in Black Panther, not Black Panther 2. I said that twice last night. That's not what I meant. What I meant to say, his introduction into the MCU, he was not king. His introduction into the MCU was Captain America Civil War. His father was king. He did not take on the crown until Black Panther, the first movie. That said, he not wrong. He not wrong. He's not wrong at all. And honestly, while we set tripping, when was the last time we saw Bass? Oh. That would be a Ta-Nehisi Coates run. That's what that would be. That would be a Ta-Nehisi Coates run. That is the last time you saw Bass. That's crazy. 616. That's the last time you saw her. You did not see her doing Ridley's run. You have not seen her doing Dr. Eve Ewing's run. And I know Brian just got started, but no. Now, this me being a conspiracy theorist, I'm making this up because I don't believe that to be the case. But if you go all the way back to the first Black Panther movie, it was almost as if there was we need to put a bolo out on Bass. We need to put out a missing persons report on Bass because she been MIA for a minute. For her to be a goddess. Oh yeah, I ain't forgot. I ain't forgot. To those of y'all that's new to the channel, I'm a diehard football fan. I am. I keep my flag to if somebody say something, do something crazy, I throw a flag on the play. And if somebody protesting too much, or saying something, we got to take it under further review. Today we had the Colts run under further review. So I'm not trying to be funny, but where is Bass? I'm finna do it. I'm finna do it. I'm finna do it. I'm finna do it. If I can look at Hercules, and I can look at Thor and every other god in Asgard, and I can look at Hercules and every other god from Greek mythology, why I can't get that sister like that? Or anybody else from African mythology, for that matter. Why do I not have somebody that looked like Thor or Hercules or one of them Eternals? Good God Almighty Jesus, you would like to think that we could get, but they're not. Saw what they did with Fastos. But where's my God at? Over here talking about all this other stuff and everything, stuff that don't even move the needle. Where is my thank you, Shinobi? Where is my physical manifestation of Bass walking around, making it do what it do? Putting up on folks like Thor. Thor God. No, I ain't talking about no MCU. He an alien. No. Thor is a legitimate God. No. And last time I saw a whole bunch of us as gods, I really want to say I was in middle school back in the day when Marvel had us just strolled out there like that. I ain't seen us like that since then. I got questions. Crazy. If you would have just recast T'Challa, I wouldn't be able to ask questions like this, but we here now. Where my God at? Where my gods at? I'm gonna keep up with these notes, but y'all not gonna make me feel stupid. Okay, I made me read the coast issues I have. You know, it is a shame Eric Jerome Dickey is no longer with us. Rest in peace, because he would have been a great BP, right? Hey, we never know. And well, we talk about black imagery, black representation. That's one of those things where we have to sit back and say we're not making sure we get those opportunities before we don't have access to those opportunities. Eric Jerome Dickey, I'm not gonna cap like that, is a great writer. You never read him. You never read him. You don't know what he's written. You don't know what he's written. I read. So the name does not throw me off. The name does not throw me off at all. But I think them fair questions. If you checked out a Colts run, when if you like the crew, you should have definitely read the first 10 issues. And if you say you like Shorty as a griot, and you didn't read the first 25 issues, or you didn't read issues 1 through 10, I got questions. I got questions. I got questions. Mind you, I'm sitting up here, I'm like, God, Lee Theo, you had them. I customized an action figure off of issue 8. So issue 8, then no, I didn't. That's not right. I lied. Ooh, I told a lie just then. Coates is responsible for me customizing 2 action figures. Let me bring them to you. Coates is responsible for me customizing 2 action figures, Shorty and Manifold. I don't know what you want me to say to that. And I got the crew. I don't know what you want me to say to that. That's Coates. That's nobody else but Ta-Nehisi Coates. So I don't know what to say. Shorty and Manifold need to be a couple already. Now, mind you, if they make them a couple, you know what issue you're going to want to go back and get. So I just like to be fair about some stuff. Let's see here. African gal and an Aborigine boy. I would prefer Manifold over Tosin. But wait, you ready? That's a nice child. You want to talk about a child that can do some stuff? That child, let's just think about this for a second. The offspring of Aurora and T'Challa. The offspring of what's his name? I can't think of Manifold's first name, but Eden Feces. Eden. And Shorty? Oh my God. I don't like Tosin much. Yeah, I like Tosin. I like Tosin for his potential. I know why people don't like Tosin. I don't think that's fair to the character. He had nothing to do with that. But what I saw in the character was potential for, how can I put it, a young generation, a young group of superheroes in Wakanda. It would be nice for him to go along with Shorty. It may be some younger members of the Dora Milaje, something like that. But that's me doing too much. That's me doing too much. So, but yeah. So, I think that's fair. Eden Fessy, that's his name, Eden Fessy. I think that's fair. You say you don't like Coach. That's not for me to say you right or wrong. That's you got a right to feel how you feel. But there are some facts there. There are some facts there that I think maybe we looking at the glass when it comes to Colts, and we looking at that glass as being half empty as opposed to half full. I would just go back and take a look at it. I would just go back and take a look. I would just go back and take a look at it, and I'm pretty sure you're going to find that your complaints about his run are consistent with your complaints about every other Black Panther writer's run. Like, that's going to be a consistent complaint. Once you see that, or once you see what your complaints are, I would just ask that you look at everything. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Not saying nothing else. Not trying to insinuate nothing else. I'm just saying, just hey, do it like that, and you just you don't know. You don't know. But listen, that's my time. It's Super Bowl Sunday, so I'm definitely not going to be interrupting y'all day. D-Real is busy. He pre-gaming. His Chiefs got the Super Bowl. If your team is playing in the Super Bowl, hopefully your team does well, whoever that team is and everything like that. But aside from that, yeah, I like it. The Rock With Me Nation, keep doing what you do. Be students of the game. Once again, pun intended. Study the characters of Wakanda, as they say in church. Read it for yourself. Don't take anybody's word for it, not even mine. And don't be, I'm not that person. I feel like they just complaining. You know what it is, Juju? And I maybe I just don't know. Maybe I just don't know, and that might be it. I don't get that. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. Like, watch this. I don't like liver. I don't like liver. I don't like it. It smells nice when you're cooking it. I can't stand the taste of it. I can't. But now, is it not good for your iron? Like, I'm able to see that. Like, ain't it good for your iron? Okay, well, I don't like grapefruit juice. I can't stand grapefruit juice. I can't stand grapefruit juice with a passion. I don't hate it. I just don't like it. Well, ain't that a source of vitamin C? Like, I'm able to see some stuff, not like it, and still be able to call it for what it is. I don't like Donald Trump. I don't. That dude know how to keep a dollar. Like, forget. If you want to know how to make some money, it's going to have a question mark by it. And keep your money, it's going to have a question mark by it. If you're willing to deal with all them question marks, he can show you. he can show you. So I'm not that. If it's some good, there's some good there, and that's the only thing that I would ask that we do, like push back Don't necessarily go off of what somebody told you, because you never know why that person's saying it. Man, go back and read that thing for yourself. And then if you have read it and you ain't got nothing good to say about Ta-Nehisi Coates' run, nothing good to say, I'm gonna say that's wild. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. That's wild to me. Because Theo, you got something good to say about John Ridley's run? I like Tosin. See, I do. I like Tosin. The young ladies that came with the colonizer, who could speak languages that hadn't even been thought of yet and were extremely powerful for no reason whatsoever. I wouldn't mind seeing them again. Do I want to see the Buffalo Soldier? No, because I don't know what the hell he had going on with that one. Like, bro, a brother, Buffalo Soldier on. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Theo, what you doing? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second. 1 second. Boy, you know what? Nah, y'all ain't gonna run like that. Y'all not running like that. Because normally on Marvel Unlimited, you have people taking credit for certain stuff. No. I just because I feel like no. CB Cebulski. That was the editor-in-chief during John Ridley's run. If I had one question to ask, we're gonna get big. We're gonna get big. The Rock With Me Nation, we're gonna get big one day to where we're gonna have a whole show where we got comic book writers sitting down, we got comic book editors sitting down. We're gonna blow the show up. We're gonna get it to the point where we got a prime time comic book show on a cable channel where we can sit down and, as comic book fans, interview these writers, directors when it comes to our superhero. My question would be to CB Cebulski, dog, how? Bruh, how? How, bruh? Bruh, how? How, Sway? How? How? That's the only, how? How? Like that's the only, how? How? Like I don't, you, if Nate Moore need to be asked some questions, Ryan Coogler need to be asked some questions, John Ridley need to be asked some questions, CB Cebulski, how? Like none of this should have ever went past your desk. Once he handed it in, you should have handed it right back. How? The very first issue, soon as this dude handed you an issue where he had Parliament there, with T'Challa still being an intergalactic emperor, you should have handed that back, bro. Bro, you make with this garbage. You made every editor, period, look bad. You made every editor look bad, look irresponsible, look like y'all just getting a paycheck. That's what you did. Bruh, no. If John Ridley, and see, this is the thing, brothers and sisters will come for John Ridley's head because he shouldn't have did it because he a brother. But you the dude. You Pete Carroll. And everybody, and every Seattle Seahawks fan got that. every Seattle Seahawks fan got that reference. Every Marshawn Lynch fan got that reference. Bruh, how? How? I'm gonna try. This me trying to bail you out because I'm hoping you want to steal the editor all the way up to issue 15. This me trying to bail you out. No, you right now. Bro, how? That's 15 issues, yo. That's 12. That's a year and 3 months. How? Like, you want to talk about M Heroes at Marvel.com, okay to print? Bruh. Y'all like, Theo, I don't care nothing about all that. No. Nope. Don't care nothing about none of that. Who the editor on this? It's issue 9. I'm sorry, issue 8. You still on the comic. What was you looking at? What was you looking at? You the same editor-in-chief. You was the editor-in-chief on Ridley's run. What is you doing? This the editor-in-chief on this one too. Bro, what you doing? No. See, I was trying to low-key kind of like stall it out, like, nah, this ain't got nothing to do with you. Maybe you started in Black Panther and you know you dipped out on it. No, you was there for all 15 issues. Dude, how? That's who we need to be talking to. M Heroes at Marvel.com, okay to print. Attention, CB Sobolski. Colon. Black Panther. Y'all, that's who you need to be. Bro, no. There's no way in the world. Y'all be like, Theo, see, I don't be having time for that. I don't have time for that. I do not have time for that. I believe in equal energy. I can come for the writer all day long. But bro, you the editor-in-chief. You the one with the comic book experience. You the one with the comic book knowledge. You the HNIC. You who they report to. You who they handing their work in. Bro, come on. Bro, 15 issues? I don't even like going down the path like that, but what didn't you see? Like, what did you like about what he was writing for 15 issues, dog? What did you like about what he gave you during the first 5 issues instead of saying, give me 10 more? Everything saying everybody talked about. How was the dude still? You didn't ask that question as the editor-in-chief. You didn't ask John really. John, how is he no longer the king, but yet still a galactic emperor? You signed off on that. Nobody will mention your name on social media, though. It will always be about who's writing. Brian Hill, Eve Ewing, John Ridley, Jonathan Mayberry. No, dog, you got to get it too. You wrote it. I'm going to say you signed off on it. The student who did no homework turned you in some hot crap and you gave him an A. Just for the parents to get home, look at that nonsense and be like, my child can't read. Bro, no. See, no. No. I was trying to stall you out, dog. I just told my wife today, if somebody can come back and tell you that somebody always talking about you, they either doing it too, or they telling them what to say. What's CB? You the editor-in-chief. You the EIC. You the HNIC. The buck stops with you. That's where the buck stop with you. Okay, well, I'm not gonna sit up here and act like you don't hear or see or read what people be saying. You don't want to be that dude? But Theo, what you mean? You don't want to be Jeff Johns? You want me to say that one more time? You don't want to be Jeff Johns? You talking about the dude who came into DC as a writer, who became the editor-in-chief? Who's responsible for Stargirl being on the CW? You don't want to do that. You just want to be that's it, the editor-in-chief. No bigger goals, hopes, dreams, aspirations, nothing. But this is what Juju and I would say if you were in the Marine Corps, is that this is unset. This is unset. It's unset. That's what that is. This is unset. I'm gonna keep up with these notes. Juju said, I feel like they're just complaining. I can't stand Roxanne Gay as a person, but Word of Wakanda is a guilty pleasure of mine. I like it. Watch this. She and I got into it on social media because of her stance in regards to recast T'Challa. But to your point, I'm mature enough, able to compartmentalize the fact that me reading her story had nothing to do with her opinion. I like her book. Whining is not winning. No, it ain't. I found Tosin obnoxious is all. Hey, that's because the way the dude was writing him. Tosin was an obnoxious character. I'm going to blame the writer. You're not wrong. He's obnoxious. I'm going to blame the writer. The Kamoyo kid, don't you mean the Wakanda? Yeah. No, not tell him. No, he said it right. Tosin. I don't know what the hell. I started to say something, but I'm going to say it this way. I think really need to be piss tested. That's the best way I can say it. I think he might have been on some stuff when he wrote them 15 issues. No, we're not calling him that. What's going on? I tell him CB was asleep at the wheel of Mark. He had to be. I'm trying to figure out, bro, what is you doing? And then if we, as Black Panther fans, can sit up here and call out all the tropes that they repeat in every Black Panther story arc, you the editor. You don't see it. No, for real. You the editor. You don't see it. You're not asking no questions like, well, damn, So you finna put him in a rebellion too? Like, you're not asking that, like, is this what we really? No. You're not asking them questions? Hey, man, I'm just asking some questions. Like, it ain't nothing personal, dog, but, bro, you the editor-in-chief, bro. The buck stops with you. You the head coach. All Eve is, she either a position coach or she's a player. It's you. You Nick Saban. You Kirby Smart. You Bill Belichick. What is we doing? You're not trying to take this dude to the Super Bowl. Pun. Let's say let's shameless plug. The Super Bowl is. You're not trying to get T'Challa to the Super Bowl. Bump T'Challa. Not like that. You're not trying to get Marvel Comics to the Super Bowl. You're not trying to get Marvel Comics to the Super Bowl. You're not trying to win. You're not trying to dominate. You know, when you put your hand in the huddle, dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3, dominate. You know, y'all ain't breaking it down in the bullpen. Y'all ain't drinking enough coffee. y'all, no. And I know people like, Theo, if you think it's so easy, I never said that, but damn, I can read a story. I can read a story. Like, I ain't saying it's easy, but you are getting paid. You're not broke. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. B flipped the first page and said, looks good to me. I mean, you know, I don't want to say that. Like, I don't want to say that, but I'm like, bro, some folks checked out of Ridley's run issue 5. Brothers looking like crap in issue 3. How you gave that dude? DOB would have told Ridley, get away from me. I believe stupidity is contagious. There's no, this, like I said, the solicit was good. It's gonna be a spy. You finna give me something along the lines of James Bond or something like that? Okay, I'm with it. I ain't never read T'Challa like this. Issue 1, that came out late. I'm standing on business with that one. Issue 1, you giving me, they got a parliament installed between Ta-Nehisi Coates' last issue and your first issue. They've done away with the kingdom altogether. No, I'd have gave that right back. I'd have gave that right back. I'd have gave that right back. We went our separate ways, created difference. I had to apologize to the Black Panther fan base and hope y'all would have trusted me, because there's no way in the world I would have took that. No, you good. What's going on, Gray? What's going on? Ain't no way in the world I would have took that. He got his feet kicked up. See how you saying that? I'm not saying nothing. All I'm saying is issue 1, John Ridley run, that made no sense. That made, for John Ridley's first Black Panther comic to have made any sense whatsoever, you literally would have just had to have arrived on Earth. I meant that. For that first issue to make sense, you would literally have to have arrived on Earth that day with no working knowledge of anything that takes place on Earth. That's the only way that first issue makes sense. And if you got a high school education, you know that. So I don't know. I don't know. Can't meet everyone halfway there, Barack Obama. I sound like I'm running for office. You know what it is? Come on, yo. I don't want to be irresponsible when we're looking at money. See, watch this. Money. 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 Monetized. Money. Monetized. Theo, you can say the same thing, choose different words, because you monetized. Find a different way to say it. Don't be so angry all the time. Smile a little bit more. You can still say what you got to say. Find different words and smile. You know, people receive honey better than they do vinegar. Right. Okay, well, money. That's the motivational factor. Money, let me get more money, keep my integrity, but do what I need to do to get more money, not less money. Well, for me to get more money, I must consistently present myself as knowledgeable. That's a lot of pressure. I'm just not understanding. CBC's Black Panther as a throwaway title. He shouldn't know. You should see money. I'm trying to get money off. Even the characters I don't like, I'm trying to get this green. I'm trying to get this money. I'm trying to get this paper. I ain't got to like the character. I don't like every superhero character. That ain't for me. It's for you, the fan, to like it, so we can get this money. I'm trying to have you buy every issue. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to do. So him not them feelings, he got to go. I don't mean it like that, but no, bro. If that's what that is, no, bro. We trying to get this paper. CB got socials. I got smoke. I don't think he got. I don't. You see me? you see me sitting down in my chair because I say I don't think he got. It's coming up way too easy. So, Juju, he does have a Twitter account, and it is active. That's all I'm gonna say. I will not tell you what it is because I don't want people thinking I'm sending folks at that dude. I'm not. I will say this. He do have to sign off on it before he go to print. He do have to okay it. And I did it. Just a guy lucky enough to work for Marvel, travel for work, eat for fun. That's what it says on his profile on Twitter. So, CB, I can't tell you that I'm not gonna holler at you. But what I will say is that I'm probably gonna holler at you. It's gonna be nice. It's because you get more with sugar, you get more with honey than you do with vinegar. But bro, you 15 issues. These are the Rock With Me Nation moderators in the building. Like I said, it is he is on Twitter. Marvel nowadays equals XFL. Ooh, Lord have mercy. I can't believe you said that. Yep, you don't need to be a chef to criticize your food being burnt. Bro, I mean, you look like a nice guy, CB. I mean, you look like you have fun, you know, but I mean, you look like a cool dude. You do. Bro, we gotta talk. I believe in going straight to the horse's mouth. I ain't got time to be talking to that. Don't move the needle. CB, we gotta chop it up. Maybe that's because as I'm looking here, I don't think any. I don't see nothing. You know what that is? I'm looking at his Twitter page. Y'all hold on for a second. I'm looking at Twitter. So, Black Panther fan group, Rock With Me Nation, recast T'Challa. What I'm going to suggest is this: Black Panther fan group, recast T'Challa, Rock With Me Nation. Black Panther fan group, recast T'Challa, Rock With Me Nation. I'm gonna say this: go holler at him. The grievances, and I knew there was a reason why I was doing this video. You never know. It's Sunday. You never know why you're doing things until it plays out. All this chitter chatter back and forth, sniping on each other for whatever reason, disagreements and everything. None of us work for Marvel. None of us work for Marvel. None of us work at Marvel. We don't. We purchase products from Marvel. We love this character. I think on that, we all can agree. We might not necessarily agree on the other stuff, but I think it's safe to say we all care about this character. We all love this character. This is our character. Okay, well, CB Cebulski is on Twitter. That's the editor-in-chief. As I look at his page, I don't see any Black Panther representation. Take that what you want to. I see something on there about some mutants. I do. I see something on there about Kamala Khan. I do. I see something about Marvel gods. I do. I don't see anything on there. I see something about Miss Minutes from Loki. I do. I don't see. I see Night's End begins in Moon Knight, issue 25. I see where we're talking about the fall of X at the Hellfire Gala. I see all. I see what looks like to be Peter Parker. Marvel mourns the loss of John Romita Sr. No, that's fair. That's fair. Talk about a Dutch Comic Con. Yeah. See him taking some pictures with some fellas. I don't see anything. I see Thor, Beta Ray Bill. I see that on there. Picture of Moon Knight. Spider-Man, the most notorious Spider-Man story ever told. Yep, got that. I see some Star Wars stuff on here. I do. Yeah. See She-Hulk on here. Jennifer Walters, I see that. But and these are posts, by the way. Let me see if I see some replies on here. Replies. None at all. I see a picture of Zeb Wells on here. Zeb Wells. Howling Commandos, got that on here. Let me see the likes. Let me see here. So, yep, see comic books on here. Picture comic books, got Avengers on here. Ultimate Black Panther 1. So he got that. Let's see here. Got Marvel Legends, of course. This is I'm still looking. I see a Lilandra action figure. How many y'all gonna cop that? Get that from I don't want the 2-pack, so that's gonna stop me from getting. Black Widow and Hawkeye solicit. Yeah. Iron Man, his new armor, Thor. Captain America and Winter Soldier. Picture of Wolverine taking on Hellboy. Picture, short video of Vincent D'Onofrio, Amazing Spider-Man. Got a picture of Kingpin and what's his Typhoid Mary on it. Theo, what are you saying? Can we stop talking to each other? Us talking to one another is not gonna move the needle. No, that need to be he on social media. I get you. The first Marvel comic run that made me do extensive background checks on all unknown comic writers was Kelly Sue DeConnick on Captain Marvel. I'm just saying, her run was fire. What's going on, Miss Keita? What's going on? Miss Keita's in the building. What's going on? Juju. All right, finally, yeah, we got to holler at dude. I would try to use I mean, you know, hey, I would say, hey man, I'm a Black Panther fan. Huge Black Panther fan. And I would just probably let it be known, I'm so glad that you got Ridley off the book. Thank you. Appreciate what we got going on. Can we get more? Ask him what's going on with Black Panther. Watch this. He should know what's going on with Black Panther 11. Hey, bro, this us over here, Black Panther fan group. Come on, yo, go holler at it. Hey, we trying to figure out what's going on with Black Panther 11 with Eve Ewing, and what's up with Black Panther number 5 by Brian Hill. Should we be concerned? Them valid questions. He right there. ain't no need doing all that other stuff. He right there. He can be reached. Wow, he not even repping Black Panther. He's been the editor for how long? You know what? I would love to tell you that I care if he reps Black Panther. I don't care. I care about him making sure this character get done right. I don't care if that's his favorite character. I wish I could say that I did not tell him, but I don't. I do care about the character being treated right. I do have some concerns. Y'all like, Theo? No. Theo, what you looking for? Give me a minute. Okay, so it was Axel Alonso on this one. It was Axel Alonso on this one. Okay. Boy, look. Wait, hold on. Because this Axel Alonso, when we first started off with Coach. Hold on. Yeah. Issue 25, the last issue of the Intergalactic Empire. Let's take a look here. You just need to know the last issue of the Intergalactic Empire, C.B. Cebulski is the editor-in-chief. He's the EIC. Hold on. Because, bro, this issue 8, this issue 25, this issue 8. Theo, why you look at issue 8? Because if you the EIC on issue 8 of the Ta-Nehisi of the Coast Intergalactic Empire, I'm gonna go ahead and say to myself, you've been the EIC ever since the first issue of the Intergalactic Empire. Y'all go ahead and holler at him. Y'all, I'm trying to stall him out. Y'all go ahead and holler at him. y'all go ahead and holler. He been the editor-in-chief since the Intergalactic Empire was coming. That's what I'm gonna say. He been the editor-in-chief since the Intergalactic Empire was coming. Take from that what you will. Ain't no way. You oversaw Coates do the Intergalactic Empire Wakanda, and you let Ridley come in right after that, and you signed off on that garbage? I can't. I'm trying. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. That don't make no sense to me. That don't make no sense. This is another Nia DaCosta situation. Say less. Kamoyo says, say less. If Jay Diddley Squad wrote Ultimate Black Panther, then Moon Knight soldiers would be Njobu clones. T'Challa would have married Malice. These CB allowed King Solomon's frauds to come back, so I thank him for that. I ain't mad at that. I'm like Ricky Ricardo talking to Lucy. He got some explaining to do. I ain't understanding that one. Too much MCU synergy plus real world storylines and Colts run for my taste. So you didn't like Colts run? Give me something good out of Colts run, Steezel. Give me something good out of Colts run. Give me something, because I got some. But give me something good. Wait, what? That's like 5 or 4 years. I deal in facts. Feelings don't move the needle. Feelings don't move the needle. And I ain't never finna act like the writer ain't checking in with the editor. No, that ain't how that go. That is not how that go. If you work at a newspaper, yeah, you can write the article. It's got to go to the editor first. The editor got to sign off on it. So no, I'm not gonna do that. But I get why others dig. You say you get, okay. Well, I don't necessarily want to say that this, you know what, I ain't gonna do that because Kamoyo done already said I'm up here campaigning. Kamoyo done said I'm campaigning. I just let me put this on your dome, Steve, real quick. Zenze, we got Zenze. She's also the new Avatar Bass. He did a great job because we ain't seen Bass since his run. Ain't seen Bass since his run. That's crazy. What did he say? Griot Shorty. I thought that was wonderful. Soul Tracking brought that into the forefront of gun. Again, why T'Challa joined the Avengers, broke that down even more so. Brought T'Challa and Aurora back together. Yeah, he did. Had T'Challa regularly speaking to the deceased before the King of the Dead powers, and introduced Zenzi, and also because I honestly want to say you really don't get that much Bass representation unless you go back to Fantastic Four when T'Challa did become King of the Dead. Like that's you really don't get that much. He gave you Bass, like you saw some Bass. You saw some Bass. So what I said, Steezer, was, and I believe this. I believe this. I think the things that bother people about Ta-Nehisi Coates' run are the same things that bother people about Hutland's run, Mayberry's run, Priest's run. And if it's getting ready to bother somebody again, they're gonna be bothered about what Brian Hill is doing. So because it's always stuff that they got upset about Roxanne Gay, that inner strife and everything like that. That's been in every comic going all the way back to Don McGregor. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not excluding it. It's just, as somebody that read Black Panther, I'm not going to sit up here and say I did not have issues with what Coates was writing. I just know that those issues were the same issues I had by and large with every writer of Black Panther. That's me. That's me. So, but yeah, so I don't know what Buddy Killmonger would. I was just telling my wife the other day, if you've been rocking with me for a minute, me and D-Real, you know one of the things that we kept saying, we didn't want to see Eric Killmonger for a minute. I want to think about that for a second, because I know I said more than enough times, I did not want to see that dude again, not for a minute. I didn't want to see him for a minute. I didn't want to see him for a minute. Well, Brian Hill gave him to me. That does not take away from the story. Think about what I said. I didn't want to see Eric for a minute because I feel like he's overused. Maybe you gave him to me again. You gave him. Now that's crazy. Think about this for a second. You just gave him to me for 25 issues. You washing my face with him in the MCU. Okay. Ridley got 15 issues. That's 1 year and 3 months. You got Eve. It's almost as if we don't know how to use anybody but Eric. Just think about that for a second. You got a healthy dose of Eric Killmonger in the intergalactic storyline. You got a heavy dose of him in Black Panther. You got a splash of him in Black Panther 2. That has to be literally the most overused villain, as far as I'm concerned, in a 5-year time frame. But we got it. We got it. Theo, I like the Intergalactic Empire stuff, but the previous storylines was hot dog water, in my opinion. Even the shorty becoming the griot. The crew showed up in issue 7. Eden Fessy shows up in 8. And they bring Shorty back in 9. There was a build-up to that story. So I think you don't like the rebellion. I think you was tired of that. And I get it, because that go all the way back to Priest. I think you was tired of that, but I think you like Zinzi. I think you like Zinzi. I think you like Shangamire. I could be wrong, but I think you like them aspects of the story. Hinting that Storm and T'Challa were getting back together was something I enjoyed from Coast. Also, I love the updated maps and sitting there. Come on, somebody. Come on. He did it. He did his thing now. Killmonger with the symbiote. Everybody and their mama had a symbiote. I'm wrestling right now with getting a symbiote Black Panther action figure. I know you're like, wait, what? They got a Venomized Black Panther action figure? They do have a Venomized Black Panther action figure. I'm wrestling with it. I'm wrestling with it. And he don't cost that much. He don't cost that much. Buckmeister, what's going on, Buck? What's Buck? We found we found we found the source of our problems. We found the source of our problem. CB Sabowski, hit him up, Buck. Buck, the editor-in-chief is online at Twitter. I'm just telling you, he online. We got so much to say about what we want and what we like and what we don't want and what we don't like. The buck stops with him. Hit him up. Coates introduced Zinzi, Tattoo, Shangamire, and made Casper Cole the unofficial Cold Tiger. He did. As well as giving T'Challa the ability to summon the Spirit Bashinga at will. This is some good coffee. Good coffee. Let me get it. Oh, Lord Jesus. This is some good coffee. He did. Not to mention that by giving us the Intergalactic Empire, Wakanda now has an unlimited supply of vibranium. Why is Folosar pissed with him again? Who wrote that? Watch this. Who signed off on it? Would you have signed off on it? No, that's fair. Would you Because see, he can write what he want to write, but you the editor-in-chief. Would you have signed off on it? Harama fall, and yet they do nothing with it going forward. Nothing. Yeah, Colts got better. Now, by and large, that has been a unanimous statement, sentiment that Colts got better during his second story arc. So yeah, I've heard Colts did okay. It's just he blamed T'Challa for things that weren't his fault. That's fair. But watch this. Who else done did that? Because he ain't the only one. That be my thing. I'm like, he ain't the only one that did that. So if that was a checkout point, that checkout point didn't exist in quite a few other places when it comes to T'Challa. So that's a valid point over symbiotes, period. Time for me to find that CB and throw. Use tack. Use tack. Go in with honey. Don't go in with no vinegar. Don't go in with no vinegar. I'm just gonna tell you like this. But he been the editor-in-chief since Intergalactic Empire issue 1. He been the editor-in-chief. And I don't know why we keep talking about, I believe it, nobody wants to talk. And I low-key mentioned this last year, but everybody want to keep talking about Ridley. I can talk about Ridley, but Ridley is an employee. He ain't the supervisor. That ain't the manager. You don't like how something going on, do you at a restaurant, do you talk to who brought it to you, or do you talk to the manager? I'm talking to the manager. Talk to the manager. Well, Buddy the manager. And Buddy, I don't know. I don't, he the editor-in-chief. That's all I know how to tell you. He the editor-in-chief. And he been the editor-in-chief since Ta-Nehisi Coates' second run. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Gotta roll. Peace, my tribe. Thanks so much, Kamoyo. Thank you so much for dropping by. Not telling Black Widow got a symbiote. What for? I don't know. Don't let me write these stories, bro. I turn Black Panther and all kinds of things. Let me see. I think the UN run leads to Folasar. Might be. CB got to see me if Eve is canceled. But that's who you go ask. Don't wait to see if it's canceled. We at what? Issue 8, ask him. We could either, when I see you watch it, we could ask Eve. We could. But Eve don't answer to Eve. She answered to CB. Okay, well, Mr. EIC, we are enjoying Eve Ewing's run. What's good with issue 11? Hey, EIC, Mr. Sobolski, we heard what went down with Ultimate Black Panther issue 1. We telling you, we down for all 4 issues. What's good with issue 5? He on Twitter. He on Twitter, and hopefully this can get us as a community, as a fan base, taking all our emotions and going to ask the right people instead of doing this with each other. Because that's what I'm tired of. I want us to, because like I said before, I think we all unanimously love this character. I think it's safe to say we all want this character recast. I think it's safe to say we all want this character treated with the utmost respect. I think that's safe to say. The other stuff, yeah, we disagree on. You hear that? CB Sobolski. Don't add nobody else. That's my advice. Don't add nobody else that don't work for Marvel in regards to your concerns with Black Panther. Don't add nobody else. Don't add nobody else. Holler at them. You want to add somebody? At Marvel Comics, at the editor-in-chief. Don't add the writer. The writer got a hand to work in. Do you know what that means? That means that the writer could have written something the way you wanted it written, and the EIC said, no, I don't want that. No, pressure bust pipes. Well, we got a new name. Start with a C, end with an I. Cebulski. Let him know. Because I'm going to say this to you, Buck. I looked at his page. I don't see no Black Panther stuff over there. That don't mean he's not a Black Panther fan. It doesn't. But it doesn't mean that he is a Black Panther fan. What I'm telling you is that based on his Twitter page, if somebody made an assumption that T'Challa was not a priority of his, I can understand why. Notice I didn't say he didn't like T'Challa. I said if somebody look at his Twitter page and makes an assumption that T'Challa is not his #1 priority, I can understand why. You do something about that. You have to do something about it. My bad, took this call that Theo was going to say I wasn't feeling that R-word camp story and how incompetent T'Challa seemed during that. That's fair, Steezel. That's fair. And I think what I would say to that is we've seen that, and it wasn't just in his run. You're not wrong when you say that. I read that. You're not. That also showed up in Roxanne Gay run. It did. So that's 2. Might want to, once again, look at who the editor-in-chief was. Then when you look at Priest run, Hutton run, Mayberry run, didn't Malice get what I know we don't want to necessarily say it, but what did Achebe do to Malice? Same thing that happened to Jessica Jones. Yeah, same thing happened to Jessica Jones. Yeah, that's what that was. Okay, that was in Priest run. that was in Priest run. This was Colt's first comic. He struggled early on, but got better. True. Like I said, that has been the consistent sentiment, that his first run, second run, yeah, that's been a consistent sentiment. Well, I'm on his head. Hey man, go, because watch this. I can't say you wrong. I just know that this is what I've gotten from before even Eve started on the book. Rightfully, wrongfully so. We want him back on the throne. Okay. Well, the editor-in-chief oversaw him being removed from the throne. The editor-in-chief saw him become an intergalactic empire and an emperor of an intergalactic empire. The editor-in-chief saw that. He oversaw it and saw him inexplicably still be an emperor of an intergalactic empire, but no longer be a king. The EIC saw that. Never said a word. Well, we got Black Panther fans that keep talking about, hey man, you have some YouTubers, they just need to reboot it, reset it, throwing out all kind of ideas. One person said, King Solomon Frog. Okay, well, you the editor-in-chief. You should know, you should at least have a pulse of how people feel about that 15-issue story arc. Everybody's rejecting it. Okay, well, it ain't for Eve to just decide to use King Solomon Frog to reset history. Why? Because Eve is not a Marvel. She don't work for, she's not a Marvel employee. She's a hired writer. The EIC know. Why the EIC didn't say that? Hey, issue 1 through 3. Miss Dr. Ewan, yes, issue 1 through 3. I see what you got going on here. I absolutely love it. Thank you. I love it. What I would like for you to do, though, and this might cause some problems. Yes, Mr. Cebulski, CB, however they talk. What I would like for you to do is give me a 2 to 3 issue story arc using King Solomon's fraud to restore T'Challa to the throne and do away with that whole 15 issue nonsense from the previous writer. Because you can be mad, you could want Eve to do that, but Eve got some orders she got to abide to. She not signing, she not just submitting her work and that's that. No, somebody signing off on it. Well, what the CB? See, you want T'Challa on the throne today or tomorrow, CB? Everybody on social media, if you want T'Challa on the throne today or tomorrow, CB. If you feel like rightfully, wrongfully so, you not getting enough action, CB. But I'm gonna challenge that whole action thing because, like I said, it's a fight in damn near every comic. And if he's the most dangerous man alive, none of those fights are supposed to be lasting long. So you need to think about what you're asking about. If he's the most dangerous man alive, and you want that respect put on his name, well, none of those fights are supposed to be lasting. What fight is supposed to last long that involves the most dangerous man alive? Or is that you just want to see him put hands on somebody? No, the most dangerous man alive ain't fighting for an extended period of time. He getting you up out of there real quick. Well, that's what he been doing real quick. Real quick. And if technology, he don't need technology to get you Ghost. He don't. He took down a whole Deathlock with no technology. Beat down Monet, no technology. That's respect. That's respect. He beating folks down and he ain't got access to the resources he had before. That's respect being put on his name, i.e. he don't need none of that to beat you down. He don't need any of that, a la his run in Hell's Kitchen. He don't need any of that to be the most dangerous man alive. Him being who he is, waking up, breathing, makes him the most dangerous man alive, whether he got on a costume or not. That's respect. Did you like the Wakanda Forever miniseries by wait, you said Wakanda miniseries. I'm trying to make sure. I might not have read that one now. You might have me on that one now. You might have me on that one now because Afro Wakanda. Hold on. You said Wakanda Forever miniseries? You know. I don't want to tell you. Let me see. Wakanda Forever. Is that the one where she had like Avengers Wakanda Forever, X-Men Wakanda Forever, Amazing Spider-Man Wakanda Forever? If so, yes, I did read those. Had to. And Avengers Wakanda Forever, yeah. If those are if you're referring to those Wakanda Forever issues, yes, I did read those. I'm mad comic book store didn't have them, but I did read them. Let's see here. So yeah, if that's what you're referring to, I did read those. Matter of fact, let me see if that is who you referring to. Yeah, I read it and I liked it. I did. I absolutely did. I read all 4 issues. Probably gonna wind up ordering so I can have them in hard copy format. But I did read them. Yes, I did. I did read them. Yes. Yeah, Priest temporarily replacing T'Challa with Casper did not really work. Only a small handful of writers where I like everything they did. Yeah. I agree about Casper at these deals, but Priest had to try something because the book wasn't selling. I was buying it at the time. Most people were not interested in BP back then. I'm always careful how I use that word most, based on what one of my English teachers told me. What I will say is this: And if you're a comic book fan, you're a comic book fan. If you're a superhero fan, you're a superhero fan. If you like to read, you like to read. So if you're a superhero fan and you like Black Panther was your guy, you read it. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to act like, especially considering what's going on with the character film-wise, I don't want us to act like this character, being who he is, doesn't make some people feel some type of way. So I don't want it to be where we're thinking the character isn't popular. No, some people are just making a conscious decision not to deal with the character because of the pigmentation of the character's complexion. Theo, what do you mean by that? 1.3 billion. Highest grossing solo superhero outing. 1.3 billion. The first issue is always the highest selling issue. We know that. That's not up for debate. Well, what we have to start asking ourselves, I know people have stolen our word, but being woke, that's our word. That's our word. African-American culture, African culture, it's a word. It has nothing to do with politics. No, it has, be aware of your surroundings in regards to racism. I don't know why y'all feel like y'all, but you want to take the fade too. Damn this thing. Anyway, that ain't what this video is about. This character makes people feel some type of way. Rightfully so, wrongfully so. When I look at Christopher Priest, what you have to listen to him, let him tell you about his concerns is out there in regards to the character, Cat, the whole Catman references and everything like that. You even saw it where he had Everett Ross and T'Challa dressed up as Black Panther and Robin. It's horrible to me, my opinion. Could be wrong. I don't think he appreciated the character for who he is. And I don't think he's the only one. If I listen to brothers and sisters, even to this day, having discussions about race, ethnicity, Africa, there are brothers and sisters in America that don't give two damns about Africa, so they're gonna do whatever they don't care. And then you have some brothers and sisters in Africa that don't give two damns about the brothers and sisters in America. They don't care. What that is we've all allowed ourselves to be conditioned to hate ourselves, and we don't see it. So I'm trying to make this make sense. Kamoyo gonna be like, you trying to be like Barack. Christopher Priest replaced T'Challa, not with a brother, not with a sister. He replaced him with a biracial brother, Jewish. I don't know how that was gonna work because he was Jewish and African American in a relationship with an Asian American female who was pregnant, weren't married. And they were living in his mom's apartment. And his dad was locked up. Like, there were so many stereotypical tropes that went along with Casper Cole. I was like, oh my goodness. Why is that what we did? But so the book ain't selling well. I think we have to all understand certain nuances in regards to certain characters and how they may be perceived. In essence, the comic book industry by and large, is European male. Some of them not gonna like no black character or any character of color. And it's their money, they got a right to do what they're gonna do with their money. As a comic book company, you got to start taking that into consideration. If not, you're gonna lose out on a lot of money. So that's just my take on the situation. Could be wrong. I agree with about Casper D. Stevens, but Priest had tried something. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that was Priest's decision. Could have been editorial. Somebody got to sign off on it. Appreciate that, Afro. Somebody got to sign off on it. Like I said, I'd have thought if there was one demographic that I would have thought was really, really not about throwing away money, making money, I would have thought it was them. But I'm starting to reassess that situation because like y'all don't mind throwing away money, huh? Damn, they threw all the tropes in there. They did say anything. Like it's so many tropes with Casper Cole. I'm sitting there like, bro, you got it bad. And let Christopher tell it. He's like, well, I was trying to write him like Peter Parker. Bro, Peter ain't like that. Who Peter got pregnant? Peter and Aunt May live in a house. Don't live in no apartment. When Peter moved out, he got an apartment. But even with what he was making from the Daily Bugle, he was able to make it do with what it needed to be done at that apartment. You got this dude going through it. And that's why you put the Black Panther costume on. So that you could be involved in some high-end drug bust so you can get promoted to the... I remember 90s Def Lock having similar problems. And that dude still can't get it right. We still trying to get Def Lock right. Like, that's crazy. Because before showing up in Black Panther, I want to say he was in Jason Aaron's Avengers. Like, I don't know the last time Def Lock been Def Lock. I might have been in high school. I might have been in high school, but they love Priest so much. I just be fair. I just read it. I like Nightshade. I did think the Casper Cole run was something different. I'm low-key got my eye on what's gonna be my Casper Cole. I got my eye on the action figure right now. Like, as soon as he just got to be ready. They ain't dropped him yet. As soon as they drop it, Big Bad Toy Store, I'm over there. Y'all gonna look at him and y'all gonna be like, I see it, Theo. I see what you did. I see what you did. So that's me, but I ain't finna act like that. I ain't finna act like I don't see stuff. I see it. It is what it is. So that's why Priest created Everett Ross, enticing. Rightfully so, wrongfully so. He used Everett Ross to, now mind you, I get Everett Ross being used, I do, in the comic book to help people be able to better relate. That's crazy, because you're never asking me to relate to Kal-El. You're not asking me, you're not introducing no character for me to be able to relate to nobody else. But I got to give you a character to be able to, that's crazy. But anyway, I get it. Don't know why we needed him for Wakanda. Black. I don't know why we needed Everett Ross for any live action movie. Priest. Watch this. Theo, don't do it. Being petty. Since we race swapping people, why we didn't race swap Everett Ross? We don't think that would have made most sense? Because a European dude, American, is going to stick out like a sore thumb in Wakanda. You ain't want to send a brother or a sister. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. If I had to pick just one Black Panther run, it would still be Priest. Ain't not, hey, there clearly, I got what, 2 action figures from the Priest run. I got 2 action figures for the Priest run. As soon as I buy this Casper code, that'll be my 3rd action figure. I'm not gonna act like that. Juju, DC's of mine would be Hudlin or McGregor. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. That's fair. Those are 2 solid runs. Those are 2 solid runs. Late 90s Marvel comics were coming back from the brink. No ideas were off the table. Spoken like a comic book fan, because yeah, they was going through something. They was definitely going through something, bro. Once again, though, sound like a comic book fan. Listen, man, that's my time. I'm out. This has been fun, therapeutic, and everything. Really, what this is, this video, like I said, there was no right or wrong in this video, just a discussion. Go back and revisit that. Like that's what I would say. I would suggest going back and revisiting Colt's run. I do understand the complaints that people had about his run. I just don't believe those complaints are isolated to just his run. And if they aren't, then it ain't just him. Like somebody said it last night, there's only been one writer that was hot trash in regards to Black Panther. That was John Ridley. Well, we got to start asking some questions, because C.B. Cebulski has been the editor-in-chief since the Intergalactic Empire. Been the editor-in-chief since the Intergalactic Empire. So if stuff ain't moving, and he's currently the editor-in-chief. So if you got a problem with what's going on in regards to our favorite character, we a fan group. We're a Black Panther fan group. And what I'm going to ask is that we stand 10 toes down for our character. What I'm also going to ask, might be asking a lot of some. If you feel some type of way about what a fellow member of the Black Panther fan group that said or did, do what our mama and daddies told us. Keep that thing in house. Go holler at them off the book. Go DM them. As far as the public should see, the public should see that the Black Panther fan group is one united front across the board, bar none. That's what they need to see on social media. That is what that is. We got an issue with the writer, go holler at the editor-in-chief. It's a brother or sister that's writing it, unless that brother or sister has done something incredibly stupid, irresponsible in regards to that character, you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Don't be out there dragging them brothers and sisters like that. Nah, hold them down. Hold them down. mheroes at marvel.com. Okay to print. CB Cebulski right there on Twitter. We got an issue with one another. DM each other. DM each other. But let it be known that the Black Panther fan group will not be divided. Because like I said, at the end of the day, I think we can all agree we like the character, right? Right. We want to see the character recast. Yes, we do. And we want the character to be respected above and beyond, just like, watch this, just like every other top tier comic book character. I think we can all agree on that. I think it's safe to say we can all agree on that. Well, we need to go ahead and handle our business. Anyway, that's my time. Man, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. If y'all having barbecue, hot dogs, and hamburgers, please send them this way and everything like that. Please and thank you. Because I know some of y'all watching the Super Bowl. Also, Kamoyo Kid, I know he out and everything like that. International Creamers. I got a purple shirt on. They drink coffee in Wakanda. You don't want to come up with a creamer for Wakanda? You say I'm just saying. Let me keep up with these notes before we get up out of here. I dig them both. Yo, you sound like a comic book fan, to be honest. You sound like the doctor needs more time. The doctor needs more time to clean up his messy writing. Boy, woo. I think we underselling how much of a mess he left. Me, I would have to bring back Achilles. Then I'm gonna have to explain what happened to Minister Folisar and why she's no longer the prime minister. Then I'm gonna have to do something with her assistant. Then I'm gonna have to do something with Amalolo. Like, what do I do with Amalolo? Do I put her in the Dora Milaje? Do I make her low key a secret agent? Because she's not she's not a Hatu Zaraze. I gotta do something with Amalolo. Oh, that's because watch this. We sitting at the top. Where Flea at? Where are the people that was rocking with Shorty doing Deadliest of the Species, Power, and Claws of the Panther? Where that Panther? Claws of the Panther. Where that crew at? See, this it'd be too easy. It'd be too easy. Yeah, United Black Panther fan group. Absolutely. I just reread it. It was much better the second time around, especially in that's what I'm saying, man. I think we can become victims of the moment. I think we can become victims of the moment. And I think I'm not immune to it. I'm not. I think sometimes we can get caught up in stuff and just check out without doing what we were taught to do as kids. Read it for yourself. And sometimes we go in with a preconceived notion based off of what somebody then told us. Oh man, I bet this gonna suck and everything. And what we're doing is we're looking for all the negatives, not bothering to just sit back and enjoy the story. That was how I made it through John Ridley's run. I didn't read each issue looking for the negative. I actually read each issue hoping for it to be better than the last one. And I got disappointed every day. Uncle, we say your uncle already on the grill. These steeds are throwing the peace sign. Not tell me say uncle already on the grill. Is there such a thing as too many family members? If you gotta ask. If you gotta ask. But listen, man, that's my time. This has been so much fun. Thank y'all so much and everything like that. Like I said, if you got a Twitter account, you don't like the way stuff is going on in the Black Panther fan, I'm gonna say in the Black Panther comic book, holla at CB supposed. Because I really want to know. I'm still trying to figure out how you let John really stay around for 15 issues. That said, mheroes at marvel.com, okay to print. CB Sabowski, ask him about Ultimate Black Panther issue number 5. Let him know we care. Ask him about Eve Ewing's Black Panther issue number 11. He there. Let him know we care and that we are Black Panther fans. Just let him know we Black Panther fans care a lot about that character. Because like I said, I ain't seen no Black Panther representation on this page by and large. But that's about it. Listen, y'all already know how we get down. See the grandma hair, chin, right? Take care of yourself. I want to be able to talk to you, not talk about you. We Black Panther fans. That should be it. At the end of the day, no, we're not going to always agree. But the outside world, they need to know that we 10 toes down for T'Challa. And we're not going to move. We don't care about when somebody say something about we boycott. No. Think about what he did at Howard. Think about what he did. He stood up for what he believed in. Well, if you're a Black Panther fan and a Chadwick Boseman fan, how can you do any less in regards to the character that he portrayed? I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Peace.